Picture this. You work at a hair salon, and you guys are bombarded every single day and every single year by your accounting and tax preparation qualms. These are things that are very hard to deal with, and you've heard of tools like OpenAI, ChatGPT, LLM this, ChatGPT that, everything, but you have no clue where to start using these technologies. And that's no fault of your own. The current state of technology right now is very bad at multi-functionary tasks. More so, it's very hard as an individual developer, sometimes even non-technical, to even get started with even the simplest automations or workflows or tools with such LLMs. Even engineers with years on years of experience in this space take tens of hundreds of hours and even thousands and thousands of dollars to even get started to build something. This is where AgentOS completely transforms the landscape. With AgentOS, you're able to create multi-agent workflows in a matter of seconds from natural language. What does that even mean? Take your average corporate org structure. You have your managers, you have your workers, and sometimes you even have your interns. Everyone is really good at what they do. They have their tools, their skills. Let's say John is really good at charting and making PowerPoints. Let's say Steve is really good at Python coding. Everyone's really good at what they do. In this, you have a very collaborative, working together to create this common solution for someone coming from higher up. That's how AgentOS was designed. Our engineers, Drew and Ugam, were able to replicate this human collaborative process programmatically using LLMs. What does this do? This allows everyone from the common Joe all the way up to enterprise clients to be able to interact and use these agentic workflows in their day-to-day life to improve their quality of life or productivity, all in a matter of seconds and a few sentences. Let's go back to the case study of the hair salon. In the process of doing your taxes and accounting, you have multiple steps. You have your collection from your receipts and your invoices. You have calculating your cash flow, all the calculations you have to do. You have to manage your workers. And then you also have to do your general summary of what about your insights for the year, how you were spending, what you were spending on. And you have to also do a lot of clustering and analytics on this. This is a very complex workflow that's nearly impossible for modern day LLMs at the current state to do right now. You can take ChatGPT, you ask it a question for even more than 3 things, it'll forget what the first thing was by the time you're at the second. It doesn't work that way. With AgentOS, this completely changes, where you're able to have these complex workflows. Let's dive into another demo. So let's say I'm an analyst at JP Morgan and my boss tells me every morning I want a report of XYZ stock in the morning, a detailed report on paper. How do I do that? I use AgentOS. On the screen, you can see a bunch of other complex use cases of multiple agents working together collaboratively. But in the toolbar, or search bar, you can see the use case of the analyst. Here I have to do market research, livestock data, I have to search the internet, go on Yahoo Finance. Then I have to create my analysis, technical analysis, qualitative analysis. Then I have to do what my boss is telling me to do. And after all of that, I have to create charts, graphs, and visualizations. Here, you can build tools using natural language like the one right there that says, write me a tool that fetches the meta stock price from Yahoo Finance. In a matter of seconds, the common Joe or anyone is able to create that tool, connect them to workers. You can think of workers as your everyday employees, agents, people that perform these actions using the tools, and then connect them to super teams. And these teams are able to, on the screen you see 4, but you can scale this up to 40, 400, basically complex vertical and horizontal organizations that are able to perform complex decision-making and complex analyses for anyone, from enterprise to consumer. What does this do? With the multi-agent, multi-team framework, this completely opens the landscape up for anyone and everyone to take on the power of LLMs into their own hands from natural language. Take your average farmer at a farmer's market. He's trying to create his marketing campaign for the upcoming farmer's market this Sunday. He has no clue where to start, looking at his metrics, looking at the customers, looking at the weather, and creating these brochures, papers, pamphlets, and whatnot. With 1 line and 1 minute using AgentOS, he can create all the documentation he needs in order to enact this stuff and be able to perform successfully and continually grow his business at his farmer's market. Things like this are completely opened up with AgentOS, and we hope to completely democratize the process of using LLMs at all scales, at all geographies, and all use cases within sentences and seconds. Thank you.